Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file A078.
I am not happy! This isn't how it's supposed to be. You turned me into a monster!
We simply have no way to predict how the conduit's power will manifest.
I can't even control myself. What am I gonna do? Why would God do this to me? You're gonna make this right, Doctor. You hear me?
The process is irreversible. I'm sorry, but I don't...
You can't help me. I have no more use for you.
Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R013.
These monster attacks have the whole town in a panic.
I can't understand where they're coming from.
You need to get out of your lab more. People are dying out there. The Numerai police force wasn't equipped to deal with this crisis. Most are already dead. Bertrand hasn't wasted any time either. His militia has rushed in to fill the void. And while some are fighting monsters, they're also gaining acceptance as the de facto police force. They've started accusing some people of having deviant blood.
Bertram's going after conduits?
It seems that way. Everything that's happening seems to benefit Bertrand. Most people have started looking to him for leadership.
I can't believe this is happening.
Please, don't do this.
Audio report. Final. Door won't hold them. I've done what I could to reverse the damage I've unleashed on the world. After Bertrand took control of the First Sons, I chose to stay on, and I committed further acts of horror under his twisted leadership. His resources allowed me to finish the RFI. That is all that matters. My God, I hope it works. I hope it exceeds my wildest expectations and put an end to the plague. Forgive me, Quo. I wish I could have warned you. Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B074.
You've been holding out on me, Doc. I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye on you.
It was a happy accident. I was looking for ways to refine expended ray sphere cores after a blast occurs. Possibly reuse them. One of my conceptors happened to get too close to the core sample and absorbed it. Afterward, I discovered it was exhibiting completely new conduit talents.
Maybe your blast cores can do something for me. Surely God intended me to be more than turn into mindless behemoths. New power that might reveal his greater plan.
Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R84.
Look, I know John is dead, but I'm not sure I should leave you here.
I'm on the verge of completing the RFI. I can't leave, not now.
Bertrand will make his move soon. You understand that. I think he means to seize all the First Son's assets.
I agree. Very few of them showed up for work today.
You should get those blast cores hidden.
I'll be fine. Bertrand still needs me, remember? Quo, you'll miss your boat. Maybe the last one out. Go, find McGrath. Bring him back here, and for God's sake, hurry up.
Voicemail from Lucy Quo.
I made contact with McGrath soon after I got here. He wasn't that hard to find. He is cagey around women otherwise.
Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R835.
The new species from the swamp display humanoid characteristics. But how did they acquire the DNA? Which way up or down the food chain did they travel?
My guess is they're on top of the food chain.
Of course, the ambient wildlife of the swamp was exposed to radiation. Animal mutations, it's a viable theory. I just don't understand why Bertrand has refused to bring me samples of the creatures for study.
Why would he? You come up with some kind of repellent and his militia is out of a job.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B62.
Did you know Kessler had visions of the future? Had him over for lunch yesterday. He said he was visiting to inspect our facilities, but I suspect he came here to New Marais just to give me a message. He predicts the arrival of a condor of such power and wrath, it's gonna consume the world. He called it the Beast. He said it would come here to New Marais, that we must arm ourselves, prepare for its coming. He said we don't have much time.
Sounds ridiculous.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. But you know, I do believe in prophecy, Doctor. What do you know about nuclear weapons?
I heard gunfire all over the lab and screams. Thought it was a government raid until I heard Bertrand's disturbing voicemail.
No doubt you're wondering why I posted armed men at your door. Kessler is dead. The First Sons are finished in New Marais. I've seized all their assets. You work for me now, Dr. Wolf, and there's much work to be done. The good news is, you'll make great strides with me at the helm. I'm gonna triple your funding. And you won't have to experiment on rats or monkeys anymore. You'll have an ample supply of human test subjects from now on.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B107.
It's a thing of beauty, Doctor. How powerful is it?
It's a low-yield missile, as per your instructions. The payload should be roughly 51 kilotons. But I've never made anything like this before. If you'd allow me to run a blast test...
Out of the question. We do that, the government will be at our doorstep before we even had time to measure the results. We just have to hope for the best. Hope that we never need to use it.